Hi there, viewer. How are you doing? Welcome to the new moon in Cancer reading, and the new moon's happening 5th, 6th of July, depending on where you are in the world. And this new moon is quite significant because we're the midway point of the year, of the calendar year. We're also between two full moons in the same sign, so between two full moons in Capricorn and the opposition of Cancer being new moon. And we're also on two different axis here. So in our birth charts, we've got our midheaven, which is our 10th house cusp, and that's the Capricorn cusp in the base of the chart. It might be a different sign for you. And in the IC, we've got our, which is all about our rooting, we've got Cancer. So we've got this very significant axis activation happening right now. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the energy of the new moon that's happening, and just what might be coming up in the collective, and specifically for you, because this is all about going within this new moon, and how it might be appearing on the outside. So just the energies that you might be dealing with. But I will timestamp the start of the reading in the description box if you'd prefer to jump straight to the reading. So we've got this new energy with any new moon, and we're looking at the new moon of the archetype in Cancer. And a lot of Cancer energy is about the self, about our rooting, our sense of stability, security. It's about nurturing and go within, finding our inner child within. It's about the integration of our parental archetypes, whether that's with us, with our own families, or guardianship. It's anything that impacts how we perceive or feel secure in a sense of home, which ultimately is coming back to the sense of self. This is all about awakening our heart space and the balance of our heart space. And because of this axis and because of the two full moons, we've got this kind of extreme that might play out. Where are extremes in our lives, especially when it comes to what makes us feel secure? We could be seeing extremes in work and public life and private life, or what's happening outside of us versus what's happening inside of us. And it can really come to the surface during this new moon, or specifically at the moment in between these two full moons. And we've got like a family element here. So the fourth house is about family and rooting, and our home, our sense of home. It can be our physical home, but more it's within ourselves. It's about what we protect in our home. So the roots that we give ourselves are a sense of nurturing for self, sense of nurturing for others, and the balance in that. And this is the energy where we can go really into survival mode because it's our security. It's the wounded inner child that comes out, and the survival mode that we have around that. It's all about the emotional body that we're dealing with right now, and it's the nourishment of self, nourishment of how we perceive nourishment and self-care, how we act on that, because Cancer is a cardinal sign, so it's about taking action with the element of water, with the emotional side of things, with the cleansing side of things, and how we make things flourish as well. And this polarizing of self-care and self-others might be coming up, with this sense of rooting, security, safety around the family and home. And home is really how we feel. It's not the environment that we're in. And the environment that we're in is a reflection of how we feel. It's why our environment, especially in the home space, is so important. And that's why we invest a lot of time, a lot of care into, quite often, into our home environment. And it's because our survival mode, and anything that is anything that is wounded within us can be triggered by something that is out of place in our home environment. So it's kind of looking at that and overcoming anything where we've got crutches, where we're leaning on anything that can feel like an attachment. Um, it's about kind of integrating all of the experiences, and it's the birth of something new. It's the birth of new ways of care. It's the birth of new ways of how we ask for help, how we express ourselves emotionally, quite often. And with this new moon as well is square in Chiron. And Chiron's currently in Aries, and this is the wounded healer. Chiron is the wounded healer, and it's where we can feel isolated, where we can feel alone, where we can feel a sense of rejection, a sense of abandonment, as well as the Cancer archetype doing that, as well, just naturally in the energy. And as we go through our birth chart, we go from the first house, which is all about our self identity, how we enter the world, and our ascendant. And then we go through the first, second, third houses and into the fourth house. And the fourth house energy is all about how we take what we've learned so far in our early years, and how we start to come out into the world and express that ourselves. how we want to do that for ourselves, how we start integrating identity, family, communication, everything that's around us in our environment into that. And that's where we place our roots. And it's about integrating all of those experiences, but with this opposition, with our where the IC is in our fourth house, up to our MC, our midheaven, our kind of the midheaven is what we strive towards. It's kind of where we get the most sense of success and achievement. So there could be a polar opposite happening here. It could be blending in really nicely and we feel unfulfilled. It could be that we feel fulfilled inside, but it's not. It's kind of changing on the outside. There's these elements here that are allowing us to look at all of these different aspects, and it's really is about this heart awakening, this heart balance, this opening of the heart space, and without any agenda, without any sense of control, without any sense of overlaying wounds on our heart space. And that could look like, I can only love in these scenarios because that's a reflection of a wound that we might have. It could be I can only go out, or I can only do work that is like this, but not from a sense of fulfillment or purpose, from a sense of security and conditioned identity. And it's all of these things that we kind of peel away as we get older and as we go on our spiritual journey. And a lot of this is as well about codependency, so the emotional health of why we do things, and it's looking at that could be coming to the surface. We could be feeling very uncomfortable internally, especially in the heart space, heavy on the heart space, or like an achy feeling in the heart space perhaps. And with Capricorn and Cancer, we're looking at past and future. So the past is our fourth house, and the future, and what we're kind of aspiring to is the 10th house. So we're at this past and future, but being in the present moment with the awareness of this kind of 3D time and space element. And that can feel quite disorientating. And it's about finding the sense of home in that and the balance between all of these. And we've got this like feeling of desire as well that comes up. We've got Venus that's at play a little bit here as well with the new moon, and it's about unfulfilled desires. It's about what we find pleasurable, how we express joy, this safety in how we express joy. Are we being safe, or are we open to and surrendering to true joy and true pleasures that we want, or is anything being held back there? So it's a really good time to look at all of these things that come up with our own sense of fulfillment, our own sense of home within ourselves. We do have Saturn in Pisces. I think Saturn's just gone retrograde. I can't remember the date. It was the beginning of the month, but we are in this nice kind of energy of structure. So it can help with this sense of security, or this finding our sense of security. And particularly if you've got Chiron in Aries, Saturn in Pisces, or Venus in Cancer, or the moon in Cancer. So you might be feeling it quite strongly if you've got any of those placements as well, or extra strong, but we will all feel it in the collective. So it's about the emotional needs, emotional self-care, and coming back home to ourselves. It's about the inner. So we're going to look at, and because it's quite an activating energy that we've got at the moment, and it's this it can be energy that is bringing up things from our entire life. And often energy does that, but because it's the rooting, it's like this upheaval and the kind of ripping of roots that weren't actually roots, or not. We've planted roots maybe in an area that we don't want to place them in, or we didn't even realize we placed them somewhere, and it's kind of upheavaling all of that. It's like replanting our roots and nurturing and watering, and that with the element of water and the element of and working with kind of the natural elements. And it's about this nourishment of self, but from the sense of self. It can also be reflected in, or showing up in your life, as in terms of looking after others. So is there any self-sacrificing in how we take care of another, and all of the kind of energies that are at play there? So, and that can obviously be impacted to us from somebody else that we're close to, particularly in the home environment. So let's have a look at what's being activated, because there is a lot of new energy that comes with this new moon. And being in between these two Capricorn moons, we've got this kind of stern Saturn Capricorn energy, because with Saturn being in Saturn being the ruler of Capricorn and being in Pisces, we've got this earth water element as well, this grounding, nourishment, bringing something to fruition, planting something new, watching it grow energy as well. Okay, we're going to take this one. We've got soul time, And this is for activations. So what else do we have for activation? Okay. Okay, I'm going to take these. It feels relevant. I'm going to take one from the top as well. And we've got prosperity, soul time, and Gaia. Okay. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So there's something about this, the timing of what's happening to you right now. There is soul awakening, soul activation that's happening, and it's on this kind of physical the physical earth level, so how our emotions are transpiring in the physical. And we've got prosperity. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being, and by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. So this is interesting that this has come out, because the Cancer energy, the fourth house energy, the security energy can keep us limited and restricted and in our shell, the Cancer crab in our shell, and we kind of spiral in that, but we don't come out of that. And the prosperity is the opening. So instead of being in lack or scarcity or in survival mode, we're in this prosperous, more exciting mode. And this is like what is possible. That's the Capricorn energy. What can I achieve? What's possible? And where do I want to go? What do I want to strive towards? And we've got Gaia. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and the universe that birthed us all. So it's the mother. We've got the mother archetype in Cancer energy as well. So we've got the Mother Earth energy coming through. So there's a deep self-nourishment energy that's happening and activation that's happening. But also I want to say, anything that's coming up at the moment with the energies that we've got around with this new moon, and just in general with the astrology, there is a divine timing element here to the healing that's taking place. Okay, these aren't supposed to be different ways, but I think I've shuffled these the wrong way around, but they're not read in reverse. So let's see. What do we need to know about this new moon energy? And then we're going to look at past and future energy as well, just so that we can see if what might be kind of being called to be noticed, integrated, released. Okay. So what do we need to know about this new moon energy for the viewer? Your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. I feel like this is commitment to the emotional awareness. For a lot of us in the collective. And we've got luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius energy is all about truth. It's about adventure as well. So it's the switching from the feeling of security to switching to the feeling of going out further into the world. But there is luck energy supporting all of your process right now. And we've got the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Yeah, so it's like we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere here. And we've got conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Yes, we're getting there. So it could, if you feel particularly in process at the moment, keep going through the process, because it's the timing is right on where you need to be. There is a positive energy that's coming through. We've got the Saturn in Pisces trine energy, which is giving us this encouragement and this feeling of possibility in our own structures. And we've got surrender to the divine, full moon. So it's surrendering everything, fully surrendering everything that we're feeling, this is being connected and being aware without being attached. And we've got, you're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. This is all really positive energy, really positive energy. This is all about getting somewhere. We're activating, we are getting somewhere, we're experiencing something that is that will transform who we are, replace parts of ourselves that we didn't realize we'd rooted somewhere, and the integration of self as well, which is all around the fourth house energy. So let's have a look at past energy. What's coming up from the past? that is going to be quite apparent during this new moon. It's coming up from the past. Here we go. In the middle. Okay, there we go. We have Emperor. This is the number 4 in the tarot as well. Page of Earth. And the Emperor is the father archetype. And we've got the Ten of Fire. It feels like frustration. Messenger of Water. Queen of Water. And Three of Air. Okay. So there's a pain energy that is coming up, and it's heart space pain energy with the Three of Air, the Three of Swords here. This is emotional wounding, but it's the understanding and the integration of that. And it's to do with, it could feel like it's to do with something that we were told to do or not to do in our childhood, perhaps, with this page coming here. And it's the burden of things that we were told how to do something in school or at home, or with somebody that was looking after us. How this will obviously appear for different people, and it will be a different experience, but it's the energy of the kind of the strict, overbearing, overpowering sense of control that was a burden on our emotional development. And this can be in any way, and it could be like one thing, it could feel like a wave of things, but there is this release of the release of the anxiety that it causes, when we're trying to make it on our own, when we go out into the world and we're this kind of chariot energy, and we're like, right, I've got all my tools, I've got what I need, I'm ready and raring to go. And it's just this remembering of where we've come, how far we've got, and also that we are our own sense of home. So this feels like it's to do with this strict energy of not being able to do something, or being told something it has to be done a certain way, but it goes against your flow energy. Okay, let's have a look at the future energy. So this is the perception of past, perception of future, as far as the emotional body is concerned. And then we're going to look at current energy. Okay. We've got Fortune's Wheel. It's turning. It is turning. I feel like a lot of people are in process at the moment. Okay. Oh, yes. The Star. I love that 2 major arcanas come up straight away for you, and that we've got the Star, this healing energy of the Star. This is hope, this is healing, this is, and with the Star, just from an astrological perspective, I always feel this is our kind of like star map, which is our natal chart map. And this is about taking away what we've been kind of conditioned to believe, or to perceive, or to see, and really coming into our own authenticity and rooting in our own authenticity. And the Aquarius is the energy around the Star card in the tarot. And Aquarius is all about doing things differently, being independent, being connected, being for the wider, being this collective energy. And we've got Aquarius obviously in Pluto right now, which transitioned at the beginning of the year. So there is this real transformation when it comes to our identity, when it comes to our independence around our identity. And with Fortune's Wheel, this is about seeing things from a different perspective. So where we see something as a child, from a child's perspective, from an 8-year-old's eyes, or from a 10-year-old's eyes, from a 3-year-old's eyes, we can see that from, insert your age here, we can see that from an older perspective, but there's a change in how we are going to be seeing something. We're going to see the wider picture of something. We also have, I feel like, there was something else. Oh, it's literally just, oh, luck is on your side. So this is also, I thought it fell out my head then. This is also the luck element that we have. So with the wheels of fate are turning, and this is your future energy. So we've got very this healed energy. This the water bearer is the moderation and the healer, and similar to kind of similar to the temperance energy in a way. I'm getting here with this fortune's wheel coming up too. Okay, let's take these two. We have temptation and tower. We've got 4 major arcana coming out already for future energy. So we've got, this is the complete realization. So the tower is like the realization of things that keep us trapped. This emperor energy that came up is the feeling of being restricted, being told what to do, being told when to do it, how to do it. And for some of you as well, you could have gone to a very strict school. I'm picking up here, obviously not for everybody, but or had a really strict teacher that it kind of stunted your learning or your development or your feeling of being free or being able to express. And we've got temptation, and this energy is the devil energy. So it's the things that we're addicted to or we're leaning into. These are the crutches that we might have to be able to feel some kind of emotional and possibly physical security. But it's the crutches that we have, that we lean on something or something that we are. This is kind of like everyone's addictions and where we have kind of unhealthy habits. And this Cancer new moon is about realizing those. And the tower energy and the temptation energy is like the realization of everything that is holding us back, everything that is unhealthy, everything that is keeping us within, instead of trapped within, rather than connected to within and being open. Okay, what else do we have for future energy here for the viewer, please, Spirit? Okay. Okay. We've got Ace of Water, beautiful, and Messenger of Fire. Nice. Okay, so we've got this reigniting of our energy that's coming, and with the purity. This is like a deep love energy. This is the purity of love, the purity of our heart space. This is the rebalancing of our heart space. I feel like you might have been in this process for a while, possibly 6 months for some of you, could be longer. But it's like really coming to the surface now, and there'll be this aha moment with the tower energy where we're just like, oh yes, okay, and the release is extremely healing of that realization. And then we're back into this pure unconditional love energy, and we've got this kind of fight, this desire that comes up from that, this oh, we've got emotional fulfillment on the bottom of the deck as well. And we've got this wanting to go charging forward. And the Cancer energy, the cardinal energy of Cancer, is about taking action. It is about moving forward. Okay, let's see current energy. Let's see where we are now. And we're going to connect the two. Okay. And then we're going to look a little bit into the healing and the journey. Okay. Where are we? We're top. Okay. Thank you. We have the Chariot. Okay, nice. We just picked up on this energy. This is the Cancer energy as well. So I'm not surprised to see that. But we've got this feeling restricted, moving forward into where we wish we were, where in a healed place, in our authentic self. The 7 of Air. Ducking away from drama here. 10 of Air. So moving away from the mental with all of this air energy, moving away from the mental and into the Ace of Air, moving away from the mental and into the heart space. Ace of Air. Queen of Air. Wow. Okay. 6 of Air. So there's a rebalancing here with the sixth of Earth. So I was going to say sixth of Earth. We're moving forward. We're really moving forward. There's a cleansing happening in the headspace. There could be lots of different thoughts coming up. Could be with anything to do with security, what makes us feel insecure, what makes us feel unsecure, like we are not on stable ground, especially when it's emotional or when it's physical, and then that kind of comes back in as emotional. Will bring up all of these worst case scenario kind of mind movies, and that we're balancing out. We've got this generosity energy, we've got this giving energy, and we've got this reciprocation energy with this sixth of Earth. So somebody helping us helping somebody else, us taking care of ourselves, this whole balance, being knowing what to ask for. And we've got strength on the bottom. I want to take this. I'm going to put this here. So there's the inner strength energy, because we're just about to go into Leo season towards the end of the month as well. As we go into the second Capricorn full moon, we'll be like in the Leo energy. But we're moving away from headspace. We've got a lot of change that comes into our kind of awareness, our being, our energy, but that is just taking away everything that is not helping us be in our authenticity, be in our sense of home within ourselves. Okay, let's see what's coming up on our pathway. How is this going to transpire? What do we need to know about the journey here? We've got imagine. So this is using our imagination, in using the power of our imagination to see what's possible outside of the restrictions of anything else, what is possible. And it's about being here and now. So not looking at the past to think, not being held or restricted in any way by the past, using those experiences and what we know to navigate, but also to find new ways of being with the new moon energy. And not looking at the future with this Capricorn energy, with which is the success energy. It's how I achieve. So rather than thinking about what is it that I can achieve, or where do I want to be moving away from, this is about being completely present. And that's where you get back kind of home to yourself, but being aware also of the opportunities that are coming your way. We've got chopwood. So this is all about working. So we've got your commitment is being tested, and this is all about working hard to clear the clutter. So we've got this kind of sweep away energy, this clearing all the cobwebs away, but being committed and devoted on that journey, which is part of the positive aspects, the light aspects to the Capricorn energy. And we've got happy. Yes, it is moving forward. Viewer, if you're in process and you feel challenge, there is going to be something that comes to help you release that. There'll be a realization, and it's staying committed to that journey. And it's like one moment of realization, which is this tower moment, and this is the here and now. One moment of realization completely shifts our perspective. Sorry, excuse me. Completely shifts our perspective, and just puts us back into this feeling of inner peace. Yes, new life, new moon, new life, new thoughts, new awareness, new connections. And to the sea, this is about coming back to ourselves. This is about the journey back to ourselves. This is sorry, there's something in my throat here. This is disconnecting from everything else, not being oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is about not being held by land or held by water. The crab as well is the going into water, going onto land, and it's this water earth element that's very strong right now, and we can see that actually with what's come up with the cards. And to the sea is coming back home to yourself. So we are getting there, and we are we're in the energy, and we're on the pathway to rediscover self. Let's have a look at healing here. What do we need to know about healing? What is going to help on this healing journey? We've got trickster, thunder drum. So this is about detours, trusting the detours. And I feel like there's one more here. Yeah, walking in beauty. So the trickster energy here is trusting the cheekiness of life. So where we might have thought we'd get somewhere or we'd have a certain result, that feeling of expectation, this emperor energy of being strategic. Cancer isn't strategic energy. Water signs aren't strategic energy in the sense of I'm going to do this and get here, because it doesn't work. This is about going with the flow, and this is a different element of a different way of being, a different way of tapping in, and that's what's coming to the surface with the energy. And this is about trusting life's cheekiness in how it navigates us in different directions. And we've got thunder drum. This is all about showing up as you are, who you are, beating to the sound of your own drum, going to the sound of your own drum. This is about your own rhythm, nobody else's rhythm, with this emperor energy that could still feel quite strong. This is you coming out with your drum and beating your drum to your beat in your way. And with the tower energy, we get this lightning aspect, and we've got this thunder energy. But this is hello world, this is who I am. This energy, it's incredibly powerful self-expression energy. And we've got walking in beauty. So this is seeing the beauty in everything, and particularly with the archetype of the Cancer archetype. This is the walking in what we feel safe and what feels familiar. But walking in beauty is this expanse energy, but still feeling like everything is home. We're connected to everything. I want to have a little look at, from a healing perspective and just from a challenge perspective, what we might be coming up against. And this could be within, coming up in you, or coming towards you from somebody else. It's going to appear different for everybody, but let's have a look at the energy that might be kind of interrupting, blocking. Anything that blocks always enhances the end goal, but it doesn't always feel like that when we go through these things. So let's have a look what we are dealing with. We've got escape, Mars in Pisces, 12th house energy. So there could be a feeling of not wanting to do this. Cancer crab energy is going back into your shell, hard exterior, soft interior. So there could be a feeling of harshness that we don't want to face. There could be a feeling of not being able to move past what feels like a block into this kind of new life. And we've got drama. Yep, stay away from drama. This is Mercury in Leo in the 5th house. So there could be some drama that comes, and it's about staying calm with this strength energy, about remaining calm through that. This is about taming the wildness of the ego so that we can see clearly. And we've got a 10th house, Capricorn energy, Mercury, and we've got all this air energy as well. That's past energy. That's this cleansing, that we're cleansing this in the current from what we've been conditioned in the past. But it's this organization. So organization doesn't mean control. Organization means, like, how are we organizing our home life? How are we organizing care for ourselves, care for others? How are we organizing our life in terms of this balance? How are we organizing public life, career perhaps, and home life and family? And we've got exhalation, Taurus in the moon in Taurus, 2nd house energy. I want to say, are you allowing yourself to be in pleasure, in sensuality? And this could be with having a really nice aromatherapy bath, or whatever feels, just I'm using that just as an example, just something that is sensual and physical that helps with self-care. And we've got achievement, the sun in Capricorn. So it's this sense of achievement that could be blocking your detachment from something that you know isn't aligned to your authentic self, but you feel like you need to strive for this achievement, which is this the midheaven, the axis point of this moon. The two full moons in Capricorn are could be kind of sandwiching this energy, if you like, when it comes to how you sort of organize, how you control, or how you are um, with your time, with how restrictive you might be in terms of organization. But what is that going to achieve? What does that achieve for you? And we've got flirtation, um, Venus, Sagittarius, ninth house energy. This is the expansion. So what is it that we want to flirt with? What is it that we want to kind of be in this sensuality mode with? What is it that we are kind of teasing out? Because it feels like that could be slightly blocked. I want to get one more as well. Appreciation. And we've got Leo energy again, the moon in Leo, fifth house. So this is the appreciation for the journey, but not the attachment or the stuckness with the journey. So it could be something particularly with the emotional space and the mental space, because we've got the moon coming up twice and Mercury coming up twice. That is the emotional triggers that are caused by our thoughts, and the thoughts that are causing emotional triggers. So what's happening between those two, because that is a big thing that we're releasing here. We're releasing this detachment, this Queen of Air energy. We're releasing this detachment and this kind of feeling completely mentally washed out, and feeling like we can't maybe communicate clearly or properly. We're not quite sure where we land with those things. There could be all of this coming up right now. Let's have a look at this, what we're stepping into, what energy is available for us once we've gone through this kind of healing, this tower moment, this realization. What is it that we are stepping into? Okay, we've got patience, moon cycles. So patience around the process, I feel here. Patience to allow the process to happen, um, and releasing blocks, the falling moon. And these are the blocks that are coming up. They could be coming up around you, but they're impacting you in some way. But you are releasing them. But it's a time for the conscious release of these. The moon's wisdom, take the lead, and this is being the lead, taking the lead in our own healing, taking the lead in our own cycle, in our own success, taking the lead in all of these things, in our own decisions, what we do, how we do it, when we do it, why we do it, taking the lead in our healing, in our self-care, drawing down the moon knowledge. You have the wisdom already. You have the wisdom inside of yourself. You have this deep knowing of what you want to do, and your knowledge is not to restrict you, it's to enhance, it's to continually understand. And we've got moon goddess, higher power. Yes, trust in the energy that you're picking up on, because this higher power energy is the energy that we experience, but we allow it to wash through us. And we've got shadow moon, shadow night moon, shadow work on the bottom as well. So it does feel like there's a lot of this happening. It feels like it could be happening quite quickly for many as well. Okay, let's have a look at where we should be focusing, or where spirit are advising us to kind of look at in life, or where we should be focusing. What should we be focusing on during this period? We've got work satisfaction. Yeah, that's come up already. Let's keep going. I want to get another one. For some of you, you might be in a really unfulfilling job that pays well but gives you no satisfaction. It might not even pay well, actually. And it's like this sense of achievement. What am I doing all of this for? Because when we are not in our authentic self, when we're not doing things that really feel fulfilling and that kind of sing to our soul, it's extremely exhausting. We can do the same, we could do double the amount of work with something that we love and we are energized by it. And that might be coming up for some of you as well. So we've got work satisfaction. Seek that which fulfills your soul. So what is it that fulfills your soul? This could also be just taking up a hobby that is artistic or creative in some way that really expands your sense of creation and of satisfaction. We have free energy, be a powerhouse. This is beautiful. This is you pulling back, pulling in all of your energy, but not keeping it stuck. This is you, this is that kind of vortex energy of pulling up from the earth and into spirit, pulling down from spirit and rooting in the earth. This is this like exchange of energy, but like the freedom of the energy to flow through you. And we've got the golden cities, live ecologically and harmoniously. So this is about this is healthy habits, whatever that looks like or feels like to you, and being in harmony with your environment. It's the environment that to reflect what is inside for you. And we've got travel, find ecological ways to explore the world. So there could be some travel that you want to do. There could be some expansion. There is this expansion energy feeling, this travel energy feeling, this moving forward feeling that's coming. And it doesn't have to be literal. This could be your journey. And we've got clothing, let your outer express your inner. Yeah, so this is about being totally authentic and feeling at home, and then reflecting that with the things that we choose, rather than being guided by things around us to feel in any way a sense of self. The outer self expresses what is in the inner self, and that's the kind of turning point here, and it's finding that balance. So this could be to do with clothing. It could, this comes back to the sensuality. It could be to do with the materials that you're wearing, perhaps making your own clothes for some of you with this, with maybe taking up a new hobby with something. And we've got the energy of Leo, which kind of reflects some of this kind of creative, creating something or taking up a hobby energy. Okay, let's have a look at the energy to lean into. What do we tap into? We've got magic. What should we be tapping into to go through this journey? What should we be tapping into or leaning into? Rattle, Earth Keeper. Yeah, we've got this Earth with the Gaia and there's prosperity coming up. There we go. I thought there was one more. There we are. Okay. So we've got magic. We have the rattle. This is about calling in, like making noise, so to speak, to call in what it is that you need, to ask for what you want, to similar to the drum, to create your own vibration, to create your own sound, to create and to call in like ancestors and spirit to help you reconnect, reroute perhaps. We've got the Earth Keeper. So this is about taking care of the environment that you're in, for yourself, for others, for it could be for some of you, if you work in if you're a teacher, you work in a school, or if you take care of an environment, a physical environment, there could be something here about that being fulfilling for you as well, or changing how you do something so that it can be fulfilling, or maybe not doing it in a way that it's always been done, finding new ways within that environment to make it this sense of kind of free-flowing energy. And we've got the coyote. So we've got the thunder drum and the rattle, which can be very similar, used in ceremony in similar ways or in conjunction with each other. And we've got this trickster and the coyote, very similar energy. And this is trusting in life detours, trusting in the detours, not being scared by the energy, not being rattled by the energy, but being certain that you have whatever you need to move through those situations and to navigate those situations. Okay, let's see on a purpose level, especially with this MC Capricorn energy, on a purpose level, what are we moving towards? We've got Lady of the Lake, new beginnings, something is about to happen. Yes, we can see that with the well, we've got the new moon, which is our new beginning, and we've got this tower moment. So something is happening, and I feel like a lot of you, viewer, you might feel that something is happening, but the fact that the feeling of something happening could make you feel a little bit worried or anxious, but we've got this really positive energy supporting a change. Feels like a personal life change. Okay, that's this one. Okay, we've got the water carrier. What really matters, reflect, reprioritize. So with this organization here with the Capricorn energy, there could be a what are you organizing, what are you prioritizing that's coming up, especially when it comes to self, when it comes to public life or work life and home life. What are you prioritizing, especially in your thoughts, because that's a big thing that's being released. And we've got planetary wave, soul mission, trust the inner call, soul team. So with the family element of the Cancer archetype, we have this soul tribe energy that we could be calling in people or meeting people on our pathway, and particularly in the next couple of weeks, that we might be connecting with people that really bring out this soul mission we have. And we've got the water carrier. So look at priorities, look at organization, and see what might need to change, what might need reorganizing, what really makes us feel at home, what makes us feel like we're aligned to our values, like we are in possessions, in physical things that make us feel good, just really good. And Lady of the Lake, new beginning, something is about to happen. There's a shake up with this tower energy as well. There is a shake up here. Okay, let me put this one here, and let's take just one layer deeper of this journey. What do we need to know about this journey? Give these a shuffle. Okay, I'm up to my usual tricks by moving all of the cards as normal. I need to put blue tack on the bottom of them so they stay down. Okay, let's see what else on this journey would we need to know. Thank you. This is about walking forward. Great adventure, take a risk, venture forward, coming out of our shell, showing the world who we are, and going on an adventure. Taking shelter, the answers are within. So the answer in this great adventure that you want are within. So, and this energy what we've got right now is all about going within. So let me move this further down so you can see them. There you go. And we've got the gates of triumph, success expands in your life. There is this real expansion energy, this prosperity, expansion energy, this really being close to these gates of triumph, really being close. And it might feel like you are in it, but if you are in it and you're in the thick of it, keep going, because it's nearly at its end. Yes, desert passage, trust there's a divine plan, trust in the divine detours with the trickster and the coyote energy that's come up. But it's kind of like we've been in this whole mess. Something is going to happen with this tower energy and this kind of this something happening kind of now energy that's coming in is taking us to this new life. And it's kind of like where everything has been in a mess, but we're right at the bottom now where it gets narrower, and that's this desert passage. So trust that there's a divine plan, trust any detours that have happened. Okay, all right, then let's get some clarity. I just want to see if there's anything else we need to know about the current and future energy. Is there anything we need to know about this tower and temptation energy? This is about our desire. Knight of Wands. Where is it that you aren't expressing desire and you aren't feeling fulfillment, pleasure, creative, passionate? Where is that? I feel like this is what this is trying to say to us. And what do we need to know about this 10 of air? And yeah, this air energy. What do we need to know about this 10 of air? Thank you. Okay. 6 of Swords. the what you're I want to get one more for this. What you're moving away from is like it's communication and words. It's the choice of words that are used. This is the way we phrase something. This is our belief system. Yeah, we've got death and rebirth. Total transformation of how you are thinking about something or things in general, the principles of how you think. There's something really, we've got the moon on the bottom as well. There's something, there's, there is a way of thinking or a phrase or something in the headspace, in our thought process, or how we've been told to do something or how we've always done something for whatever reason that is completely transforming, completely transforming. I want to get one more. Can you tell us anything about this process? Because this is your tower moment, the sun. This is the innocence of this. There's an innocence here. There's a, where is it? Where is it that you feel you cannot communicate or express something to another in a situation or to another person? This could be at work, this could be in a relationship, this could be to a family member. Where is it you feel like you can't just say what's on your mind, say what, just allow something to roll off your tongue? Where is it where you feel like you can't just say, oh, this is just how I feel? Where is it that you might feel judged or restricted, or that something can't be fully expressed? Because that's where this is happening. It's to do with that. Okay. All right, then let's get some guidance now for this energy. Let's get some healing guidance for this energy. What do we need to know for the viewer, please, Spirit? Okay, we have devote yourself to discovering the highest truths. So what is true? Imagine what is possible. Imagine all sorts of different scenarios and then work out what feels true for you. So this is the devotion energy, which is the light energy of the Capricorn archetype as well. But for all energies, the devotion of discovering what is true for us, and it's that part of the journey. And we've got let love be your motivation for action. So where you don't feel motivated, where you might be feeling a bit flat, this is because what you're doing doesn't ignite the heart space. It doesn't expand the heart space. It doesn't perhaps tap into the heart space. And we've got begin to see yourself as a spiritual being having an earthly experience of growth and transformation. Huge transformation here. So it's spirit first in a physical body. And like everybody will have different belief systems around this, but it's leading with the spiritual journey and understanding the spiritual journey and then to understand our own soul imprint, which is the star energy, which is the astrological energy and aspect energy of what we're doing, why we're here, what lessons we need to learn. Okay, let's get one more piece of guidance for you. But trust in the divine timing of all of this. I mean, the fact that we've got this, the soul time, and that we've got, we had 4 major arcana that came out for your future energy. There's a divine timing element to this massively. I mean, there always is a divine timing element, but there is this, like, if you feel to hold back or to rest or to pause, that and that feels like the truth, that feels the truth of a situation, it's important to honor that, I feel, because of the timing of how things are going to play out. But this expansion, this prosperity energy is like just so close. And we've got tiger fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Feels like where are we where do we feel restricted? With especially with this emperor energy in our past. And we've got butterfly, rebirth. You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. Yeah, rebirth. Rebirth is absolutely what's happening right now. We've got a rebirth of self so that we are in our sense of security, we are in our sense of home, that is all within us. And it's this self, taking care of self, that then takes care of everything else. And we've got horse freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A great purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves and stamina of strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So this is really a wish fulfilled as well, this star energy. So what is it that you are breaking free from, and where do you want to go? This is a perfect time to be setting intentions and setting things in motion for that. Let's get one more. Okay, there we go. Puffin partnership. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So it's about staying connected to others as well. So this could be in your work situation, could be in a relationship, could be in family, or it could be playing out anywhere. But there's this freedom and this rooting in authenticity, and then this being connected and having a positive impact on everything. It's like this domino effect. But I feel, if you, especially if you feel in the thick of it at the moment, in process, particularly with emotional things coming up, and if you feel it in your heart space, we are really close, and it's this commitment is being tested, but we are really close to achieving the goal. We're really close to getting to these gates of triumph, and for this new beginning to happen. Okay, viewer, I hope that that's given you some clarity and some guidance and some messages of healing today, from Spirit in the reading. Thank you for watching with me as always, and I will see you next time. Take care.